Hi everyone, we're in Sagittarius. We had a new moon in Sagittarius on Wednesday. Did you notice the energy change? Okay, maybe you didn't, maybe I did, maybe did you? Okay. But traditionally, this is a time to initiate new projects, and in Sagittarius, plan a big future. However, at this time, I would be suggesting that your project is to clear out what no longer serves you, while simultaneously aiming your desire arrows high and dreaming big. The outer planets are creating the most amazing impact on our Earth in the next year or so. What can we expect? As an astrologer, I do not predict, but I can provide planetary weather information to allow you to plan your decisions. Some of us will experience more impact than others, but we will all feel it in some way. It was back in 1512, so that's 500 years ago, that Saturn and Pluto were together in Capricorn, as they are today. Around that time, one of the most important activities was the work of a man called Martin Luther, who was seriously challenged the power of the church and succeeded. Variations on the Christian teachings developed in a number of Protestant churches. Luther succeeded in splitting the power of the church from the power of the state, and in so doing, diluted the power of the church, in this case, represented by Capricorn. Previous to 1512, Pluto and Saturn were together in Capricorn in 1284. That's over 700 years ago. And Jupiter was also in Capricorn, which is another important note, because it's 700 years since those three planets have been together in Capricorn at the same time. Around that time, 1284, a Venetian monk developed double entry bookkeeping, which has become the basis of our modern accounting protocols. At that time, it enabled the merchants of Venice and of Constantinople and further west to account better for their trades and their businesses. And as a result of the developments over the intervening years, we have put a $ on everything. Is this right? Is Greece worth more than Germany? Is France worth more than Italy or Great Britain? Are you really worth more than your sister, brother, mother, sister, father, neighbour? How do we value people? Too often it's with a $. Capricorn energy represents entities that function best with the rigid rules and regulations. Think about our banks, governments, large influential organisations. They don't like change and they resist strongly. Capricorn's about doing business. It's about rules. There is no space for how you might feel. From now, Saturn approaches an exact conjunction with Pluto in Capricorn at around 23 degrees from about the 11th to the 13th of January. We are already witnessing some volatility in global relationships, currency, banking arrangements, trade, and so on. So there'll be more of that. Jupiter sidles up to the Sun in Capricorn. In fact, it moves into Capricorn in the next few days and provides some lighter energy around Christmas time. And Jupiter stays in Capricorn for the rest of 2020 to perhaps give some practical application to the developments arising from the restrictions that have come about with Pluto and Saturn in Capricorn. The transformation process. I believe we are living in a really exciting time in our Earth's history. Just let's ask ourselves how we can contribute to a better world. Visualize a better place for all beings on this earth. In the next newsletter, which I plan for just before Christmas, I will provide some wisdom around dealing with the strong Pluto and Saturn in your sun or moon in Capricorn or Cancer, or perhaps even Aries or Libra. There are other planetary energies around, fortunately, which provide some uplifting energy to balance the huge shifts influenced by Saturn and Pluto. In addition, there is a solar eclipse on the 26th, just after Christmas. Watch, wait and observe. Now it's summertime, and we often have more salads in the summer than we do in the winter. So I wanted to share a few ideas about salads. We are so lucky here in Australia to have access to locally grown fresh vegetables. The summer season usually yields a great variety of green leaves, amazing tomatoes, beetroot, capsicums, radishes, and a host of other delicious vegetables. Because of the fires, our supplies may be limited, but we should buy locally wherever possible. Our farmers deserve our support. Remember though, that while delicious to eat, our bodies have to work much harder to digest raw vegetables, including salads. So may I encourage you to enjoy your salads, but include every day some cooked veggies as well. Roast pumpkin or sweet potato blends beautifully with lettuce or other leaves. Dress with a little organic olive oil and tamari or soy sauce. Your digestion will thank you for your cooked veggies. But may I encourage you also to make your own salad dressings. It's not hard, and you can be sure that you have pure ingredients and no preservatives, which are inevitable in packaged salad dressings. Use apple cider vinegar, balsamic vinegar, various pure grape vinegars. Don't use the synthetic vinegars. Or fresh lemon juice or lime juice. Team in equal quantities with pure olive oil or avocado oil, macadamia oil, walnut oil, and maybe add a bit of mustard, salt and pepper, maybe a bit touch of garlic, a dash of locally grown honey, maybe a pinch of freshly grown herbs. Experiment. Try a few different things. You can have a different salad dressing every time, and if you have strong flavoured vegetables, you have a stronger flavoured salad dressing. If you have light flavoured vegetables, have a lighter flavoured salad dressing. Play with it, experiment. It's not hard, and you can make enough salad dressing for 2 or 3 salads and just keep what you don't use in the fridge. So moving right along, there's a number of people have talked to me about a film called The Game Changers, which apparently is visible on Netflix. It's about vegetable-based protein that's has been receiving a lot of screen time and causing many people to rethink their dietary choices. Have you seen it? I haven't seen it yet. Do you know who sponsored it? Is there a vested interest in promoting pea protein? More on that next time. Let's give it some thought. Maybe you'd like to feed back to me what you think. Now I want to talk about rain. Beautiful, steady, soaking rain. I'm visualizing feeling rain everywhere. Can you do that too? Can we try to bring rain to our parched land? When you magnetize something, the magnet draws to itself that energy. Consider that our thoughts and our words are magnets also. And throughout this amazing country of ours, we have had fires and drought. How much energy are we giving to talking about how bad it is, and subsequently fueling the continuation of that situation? May I suggest that you change your thoughts and your words. Let's talk about the amazing rain that's coming. Now, visualize that rain falling on the land. Beautiful rain falling on the land, refreshing the vegetation, providing water for the animals, including ourselves. Imagine the rain falling on your skin. How good does that feel? Can you smell the rain? The rain smells so fresh when it comes. See the rain falling on our farms, our gardens, our parks. See the grass growing green and the plants sending out fresh shoots. Let's talk about how good it is when it rains and draw that rain energy to our parched planet. Do a rain dance. Don't care what you do, bring rain. The more of us who talk about rain and see rain and visualize rain, the more energy we're putting out for that energy to come into us. Okay, now yoga in the new year. I'm thinking I might do some different yoga classes in the new year, because when I was in Canada in October, I attended some local yoga classes. I suspect this is what people here also call yoga. I went to 3 different classes, 3 different teachers. All sessions were a delightful combination of stretches, a few yoga postures, and some relaxation. Clearly this works well for so many folk, and it's great that people are motivated to go and move their bodies. It's really important. But I came to realize that what I teach is so different. Yes, I teach many of the stretches that were taught in those classes, and they are valuable for preparing the body for the more challenging positions that I teach. But I also teach a series of postures specially designed to impact the hormones of the body. Every class. In each class there is a breathing component, some stretching, some postures for happy hormones, and the essential relaxation at the end of the class to enable the body to anchor the energies that have shifted during the exercises. If you love your yoga, but we would be interested in some more challenging work at a physical, mental, and soul level, let's chat. I'm considering teaching another class in the new year, Hatha for Happy Hormones. If you're interested, give us a call. Let's have a chat. Now, supplements. Many people take supplements. And I've just returned from Melbourne, where I scanned a number of people to check their health using the biophotonic scanner. If you missed out this time, I'm sorry. I will have the scanner with me again in February when I come. And maybe we can make a time to catch up then. The biophotonic scanner is such a useful tool for evaluating good health by measuring the carotenoid levels of the body. The effects of supplements can then be reliably measured, whether you're taking the Pharmanex brand or something else. And if you are taking supplements, remember to continue taking them out throughout the summer. It's easy to let things go when the weather is warm and life can just float by. Our soils do not provide enough of the essential nutrients, micronutrients needed for our bodies. So supplementation is required to maintain optimal health. Being healthy and well, so that you do not get sick, is far better than having to find a cure for some sort of bug or worse. Don't you think? So stoner supplements. Now lastly, I've got a little bit of fun for you. For the last few years I've been getting these calendars from my friend Michelle Finey, and they are wonderful astrological calendars. They provide information about astrology if you don't know much about it, a little bit of background information. And then she has the most beautiful pictures along with information about when the new moons come and when planets change position. Aren't these gorgeous pictures? All variety and taken right throughout Australia. They're Australian pictures. I love this one. This is Christmas. See the red and white? These are natural colours. So check on my website, and if you're interested in an astrology calendar, do order one from her. They're $25, and they also make super gifts. So if you know someone who's interested in astrology, have a look at Michelle Finey's website and buy some astrology calendars. In the meantime, thanks for listening. Let me know your thoughts. There will be another edition. I'll talk again just before Christmas. Have a super December. Have fun.